9 a.m., a normal morning in Paris. It was a calm Sunday morning. The streets near the Louvre Museum were quiet, sunlight reflecting off the glass pyramid. Tourists waited for the museum to open. Families, photographers, students. Security guards inside were finishing their morning shift change. Nothing seemed unusual, but a few blocks away a white utility truck waited near the Seine River. Inside it were two men, dressed like construction workers, orange vests, helmets, gloves. They weren't there to fix anything. They were there to make history. 9:25 a.m. The setup. The truck started moving slowly toward the museum's side entrance, the part that faces the river. The Louvre often has maintenance crews working early, so no one thought twice when the truck parked close to the wall. Security cameras caught it briefly, but nothing suspicious. It looked like routine work. Inside the truck, the thieves checked their tools one last time. Electric, angle, grinder, suction cup, glass cutters, crowbars and bags, walkie-talkies, a small jammer to block local radio signals. They had planned everything down to the second. 9:30 a.m., the entry. At exactly 9:30 a.m., one man raised the hydraulic ladder attached to the truck. It extended upward toward the second-floor balcony of the Apollo Gallery, a section famous for its royal French jewels. From a distance, they looked like ordinary workers, adjusting lights or cleaning windows. But as soon as the basket reached the balcony, one thief pulled out an angle grinder and began cutting through the window frame. The sound was hidden under morning traffic noise. Within 45 seconds, the glass was sliced. They pushed it open and slipped inside. 9:32 a.m., inside the gallery. Now they were standing in the Galerie d'Apollon, a long golden hallway filled with masterpieces and jewels of French royalty. The lights were dim, the gallery had just been opened for the day, and no visitors had arrived yet. They moved fast. One thief placed a small spray on security cameras, blurring the lens with a foggy layer. The other smashed open the first display case with a hammer covered in cloth to muffle the sound. Inside, a sparkling diamond tiara, once worn by Empress Eugénie. He grabbed it, placed it in a padded bag, and moved to the next case. 9:34 a.m. Durstand. The second display case triggered a motion sensor. Instantly, a silent alarm sent a signal to the Louvre's main control room. A guard radioed another.
Check the Apollo Gallery. Possible false alarm.
But it wasn't false. By the time guards started heading toward that section, the thieves were already breaking the third and fourth cases, taking a necklace, a golden diadem, and a pair of emerald earrings worth millions. They had trained for this, practiced timing, escape routes, and even blind spots in camera coverage. 9:35 a.m. Panic begins. A distant clatter echoed in the hallway. A cleaning worker saw something. Two men in helmets moving fast, one holding a bag full of glittering items. She froze. Then she shouted,
"Security, someone's in the gallery!"
The thieves didn't look back. They knew they had 2 minutes left before guards would seal exits. 9:36 a.m. Sadikapran. The first thief radioed.
Go, go, go!
They ran back to the balcony window. One climbed out, lowering the bag to the lift basket below. The second followed, wiping prints off the frame. At the same moment, alarms finally blared through the entire museum. Down below, a few tourists turned to look, seeing what appeared to be workers rushing down. Nobody realized a robbery was happening. 9:37 a.m. Gone in 7 minutes. They jumped into the truck, slammed the doors, and drove off calmly. 2 blocks later, they ditched the truck in an alley and switched to motorbikes waiting behind a cafe. Each bike sped into different directions through narrow Paris streets. One of them dropped something, a small golden crown, later found dented on the road. That was Empress Eugénie's crown, the only stolen item ever recovered. 9:40 a.m. The discovery. When security reached the Apollo Gallery, it was chaos. Glass was shattered, alarms flashing red, priceless jewels gone.
They called police immediately, but by the time officers arrived, the thieves had already disappeared from all traffic cameras.
The entire heist, from entry to escape, lasted just 7 minutes. Forensics teams discovered DNA on gloves, a ladder lift, and a dropped helmet, but no clear match in any database. Interpol was contacted. The jewels were listed on the red notice stolen art registry.
Experts warned, if we don't find them within 48 hours, they'll be melted down, gone forever.
The World Reacts news exploded across global media. Louvre robbed in broad daylight. 7-minute heist stuns France. Priceless royal jewels missing. The Louvre shut down for 2 days as investigators swarmed the site. Crowds gathered outside. People left flowers near the gate, calling it a loss for history itself. Months later, no one knows where the jewels are. Some believe they were ordered by a private collector. Others think it was an inside job. But officially, the case remains open. In just 7 minutes, 2 men walked into history. They didn't just steal jewels, they stole a piece of France's royal past. This is the story of the Morning Louvre Heist, the fastest, smartest, and most mysterious museum robbery of the 21st century.